Hey friends, Shawn here with Manly Made Minute and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make you a card, and I was looking to do some designer paper and decided I wanted to make my own. I was digging through my stash and realized I have some Concord and 9th Turnabout stamps that I have not used for a very long time. So I thought I want to make some springy kind of cards, and I just want to make a little greeting for a hello friend card, and I thought what a better chance to get out the Butterfly Turnabout stamp and make something nice and cheerful. So we're going to make a card for you today, something super cheerful with some bright little spring kind of colors on it, and then we'll just add a greeting, and I'm going to do some embossing and Copic coloring on the embossing that we do just to kind of jazz this background up just a little bit. So let's go to my down camera and we'll get started. Okay, so here is the Concord and 9th Turnabout stamp. This is the Butterfly Turnabout stamp set. This stamp set will come with the stamp itself, then it comes with your alignment guide, and then it'll come with these dies to cut out the small butterflies, the one large separate stamp butterfly, which we're going to use on top of this card, and then also the little body of the butterfly as well, which we're going to do, and we're going to add that onto my little greeting piece here too. And I'm going to emboss this with a embossing folder with some flowers, and I'm just going to color the tops of the flowers just to kind of spring this up and jazz this up a little bit. So let's start stamping. I am doing quite a large square for my stamp. I'm doing a 6 by 6 stamp. Reason being is after I make this one card, I want to make just a couple other cards to make a set of these as well, just as a gift. So I'm using this 6 by 6 that I'm going to cut up into pieces to use for several cards. Then we're going to stamp the separate big butterfly off of this to go at the top of the card. So here is how these Concord and 9th stamps work, these Turnabout stamps. And I really like these stamps. I like them because I have, I think, 4 or 5 sets of these, of different ones. You can make your backgrounds out of these. You can make your own pattern paper out of these. They make a great full-on background or cutout to do a background of a full A2 size card. So I just like the variety of these, especially if, with this particularly today. Like I was just trying to get, think of something creative, fun, cheerful. I was going to get some cheerful designer paper out and digging through stash, and I thought I can totally make my own on this. So that is what we're going to do. Okay, here's how these work. And this particular one I have not even used yet. I bought several of these, and I think I've only used one of them, maybe 2 of them. So here's how they work. You're going to put your piece of paper down, and I did that just to make sure that my alignment guide fits on my square, which it does. I did 6 by 6, and it fills the whole back side of this is the sticky alignment portion of it. So it fills the whole piece. If you're just doing the front of an A2 size card, it would fit in the alignment of the guide here. And you can probably see that it's got the alignments on here already. I just did the full card because I'm making several. So square doesn't matter because I'm cutting this up into A2 sizes to go on an A2 size card. So you're going to put your paper down. I make sure my alignment guide fits on my paper. If you're doing something smaller, it's obviously not. It'll run off, and that's where you just kind of want to place, whereabouts do you want this to land on the paper. Once you have this down, now you're going to align this stamp up with it, okay? So I'm going to find, here's my butterflies there. So this gets a little touchy sometimes. The 1 or 2 times I've done this, if you're off slightly, it will overlap where sometimes it may not need to overlap. So you're going to line up your butterfly. All of these butterflies should line up really nice. And this one actually is lining up really easy. The last one I did, I think, when I did the, I think it's a Thanks a Latte one, I didn't line it up really well. That's the one that I have used before. I didn't line it up the best. Okay, now that it's on here, I'm tucking this in the corner, okay? Making sure that it's covering my paper. Now I'm going to pick this up. So this is facing down, the stamp is facing down. I'm going to pick this up and then peel off that guide, and you are ready to stamp. Now, on the back side of this alignment guide, there's little numbers in the corner that tell you this one is 1. Okay, so 1 starts up in this top right hand corner, and then it goes to 2. And on my piece of paper, you can see I wrote my 1 and 2 just really small in pencil so I can erase it. So I know where to start and end as I rotate. Okay, so this is my 1. I'm going to put this in the top right hand corner. Okay, this one I have not used, so we are just going to prime this little puppy. And then I have picked some blues, pinks, and orange tones because I just want something bright and cheerful, and somewhat unisex because I'm going to use these for a couple different friends, just to say, like, you know, hello kind of card. So, all right, primed and ready. I want to point out really quick, I picked up the Dahlia Turnabout stamp over Christmas, and I'm going to use the Hello Friend greeting out of this Turnabout stamp set for this greeting on this card. So this is the Dahlia Turnabout that was over the holiday that I had picked up. Great Christmas cards. I use silvers and golds and things to make the Dahlia. But again, this would make a great spring card with similar colors even. All right, my colors. I have picked up Sparkling Berry from Catherine Pooler, Tiki Torch from Catherine Pooler, Dress Blues, and Fiesta Blue, all Catherine Pooler inks. All right, we're going to turn this 4 times to fill my card. Now when you look on the back of these guides that come here with the set, it'll show you stamped once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. All right, so you can stamp this 4 times, 1 time, however you want to fill up your card. I'm going for a full card because I want a full pattern kind of going across my card, the way I'm going to do my layout today. So we're going to do 4 turns on this one. All right. So all that you do is you're just going to load this up and stamp, clean it, turn, and do the same again, okay? So first one, and it looks like I had a little heart in there from something before, but that's okay. We'll cut that out. I'm going to stamp this probably just one more time with just a little bit. The one thing I have noticed a couple times I've used these is you have to be careful not to push too hard because the rubber that connects them is pretty thick. And as you can see on this one, I got a little spot here, but that's okay because I'm going to slice this up into pieces and I just don't want to use that little piece. All right, there's my pink. And then we're just going to turn this again. This will be the first turn. So wipe this clean. And now you turn your paper, okay? So now I'm going to go to my number 2, which was over here in this corner, and just rotate it 1 turn. All right? I'm just going to go my next color. Order color doesn't necessarily matter because you're getting all the same stamp just where they're placed. So order of coloring really doesn't matter on these. And then place it down. I'm not pushing too hard. I'm just getting enough so that that ink transfers. And I'm going to do one more time. Really light coating on that one. Perfect. All right, now I'm turning to the right, okay? So I'm going to go 1 turn and then clean your stamp. I could not find my chamois before I started recording, so I have I'm just using my rag with alcohol. So I'm just wiping this with alcohol because it'll dry quicker. But yeah, I don't know if I even dug through the garbage. I'm not sure if I threw my chamois away or what happened. I was setting up some new video equipment and I might have thrown it away on the table, but hopefully it pops up somewhere. All right, I've switched to blue. Now I know this was 1, 2, and now 3, so I know I'm on my third color. Light press again. Wonderful. I've got one wing that just is sitting, always is sitting weird right there, and I'm not sure if I'm not getting that little corner. It's done that on every stamp, so just kind of watch your coverage when you're doing this. Again, not too concerned because I'm cutting this up into pieces anyway. It's not going to be a full panel on the front of my card. I like that. All right. The thing I like about these is they're so easy. Now I will say, the couple times I've used this before with a different stamp set, I struggled lining it up. Just be patient. It was a little bit more of an intricate, smaller design, so I was trying to line things up, but it still worked. I think I was probably the only one that noticed versus if I was to give the card away. But wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my fourth and final turn. And I just went with a lighter blue on this one. Make sure you're good and tight up in there. Light press. I'm going to do that a second time. Light press. All right. Okay, you guys, how stinking cute is this? Little mistake right here. I had that little heart piece of paper that was stuck on there that I took off. Well, it stamped a little heart. But again, not too worried because I can cut that one out. This is so cheerful and so easy. Now just think of a full panel. You could use this full panel for the front of the card. We're going to cut a strip out of it and go over my flowers. So it's going to lay over the top of my flowers with a strip. But super easy, like literally a couple minutes, right? All right, let me just wipe up my stamp, and let's go to, I'm going to cut this down into 1.5 inch strip that I want to use over my card. All right, so we're just going to cut, and I just want to check. I think this side all looks pretty good. I have the thing there. I'm actually gonna, I think I want this bigger piece here with the pink. So I'm gonna peel the back off of this. This is that alignment guide that you would put your panel on to rotate again, remember? So set that aside. I want this side. So I'm just gonna trim off some of this white. All right, and then we're just gonna go 1.5 inches for my strip. I think I'm gonna go 1 3/4. 1 3/4 for my strip. Okay, this is the strip I'm gonna save now to use on top of my card. I still have this much left. I could definitely get 2, 3 more cards out of this depending on what I cut out. I could cut out like a little round piece, you know, we could cut out, you know, smaller strips this way, and you know, I could probably get a couple more cards out of this, which I'm going to. So that's my extra. That's why I did a 6x6 on this, because I knew I wanted to make some more cards. I'm gonna set this one aside for later for my other cards I want to make. All right, let's just do this embossing. So here's the card. This is my A2 size card. I always like to show my measurements. So I'm doing my frame, my background at 5 1/4 by 4, and then my panel we're going to emboss over top is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. All right, I'll put all these measurements in the comments for you as well. So this is the piece I'm going to emboss in color, and this is just a embossing folder I got off of Amazon, just so you know, and I'll put the link to that also in the comments. So we're gonna emboss this one, and I wanna get as many of the flowers as I can, so I'm gonna tuck this up pretty tight to the top. Okay, but I have it overlaying just a little bit so I don't have a definite line when I emboss this. So let's just run this through the Big Shot. And just here, has anybody else used these turnabout stamps? How do you like them? Like I said, I've got 1, 2, 3. I think I've got 4 sitting here that I got all 4 of them out that I bought so far, and I'm just curious on how everybody else likes these to use for your cards. Do you use them for backgrounds? Do you use them for strips and pieces on your cards? Just out of curiosity. I think the 1 or 2 times I've done these, I have used one as a background, and then the second time I did it, I did a strip piece. And this one was just by default of I wanted some fun, springy design paper. So I thought, well, let's make my own. Why not? All right, here's my embossing folder. And we'll get that up close so you can kind of see that texture on there. So we're going to color these flowers with just some Copic markers. My Copic markers that I got out, I got a pink, a bluish gray, and then a yellow. So I'm using BG 1103, Y2, and RP6. All right. And I'm not going to color the stems. I'm just, because they're kind of small, but I'm going to color the flowers themselves. So, and I'm just going to go very lightly, solid color, nothing too crazy fancy. I'm not worried about shading on these at all. So I'm going to color these and speed this up as I color, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so here is the colored embossing of just the flowers. Now, I realized, I see one little spot I want to fix. I realized my Copic markers. I haven't used Copic a whole lot. They're super juicy still, so as I was touching, they were bleeding out, so I got a little shaky, trying to like make sure I stayed in the lines. But they're kind of wonky flowers anyway, so some of them are a little like off, but that's okay. Still gonna end up being cute. All right, here is the embossed coloring. Now let's just take and cut out my strip to size. So I've got 1.5 that's gonna go across here. This was 5 inches by 3 3/4, so I just need this to be 3 3/4 to go across. And then we're going to add 2 little pieces. I'm going to cut a little bit of this white off here. And we're going to go 3 3/4. 3 3/4. I'm just going to take a little bit more off of this side. All right, this is going to go across here. And I cut out the pink I wanted to use. I should have cut it on the other side, but that's all right. This now matches this. I added the orange in there because I had 2 flowers left. I thought I'll go with this theme that I had here. So this is YR3 is the other marker that I added just to, I looked at this, I thought, oh, I'll add an orange since I had 2 extra little flowers, okay? Now, what I want to do is I want to add a border on the bottom and top of this. So I have these little border dies. This is more of like a little lace kind of wavy border. I'm going to cut them out in yellow and put on top of this. So let's just cut these out really quick. And I'm going to do 2 of these. And I've already kind of pre-checked this yellow does fit across my card. I'm just going to shim that a little bit just to make sure I get a good cut on that. Alright, so there's 1 and 2. And I'll show you what I do with these dies. Because it doesn't cut it out completely. It's supposed to just be on the border, but I'm cutting it out of a piece of paper, scrap piece of paper, rather than on the edge of my border or my paper itself. But it leaves a little indentation that I cut that on, and then line it up. So I'll glue these pieces together before I glue it all on my panel. All right. So now you can see it leaves a little indentation right on that edge. You can just barely see it in the camera. I wonder if I get close. There it is. That's where I'm going to cut, okay? So then I get this little border piece that I'm going to glue. So I cut just on the other side of that line so I have enough to glue to the back side of my little border piece that I'm going to put this on. Alright, this is going to go on here. Alright, so we just go right along my edge here. And then it's going to go right on the back side of this, and then I just make sure I move that so it's all even straight across. And I'm going to do this on the other side. Pick it up and then make sure that those bumps are, I got an even enough space this way so that it's aligned, and we'll let that dry, throw that on there, and then cut that to size. All right, so this is my panel that we're going to throw onto our mat. So that is done. We can throw this together, and as you can see, I mean, if you were to make several of these and cut these to pieces that you need, like figure out your layout of your card, pre-cut these, how fast these would go. This goes together. You could make a 5-pack of these in like literally in no time, which I'm going to make about 3 to 5 more of these for a little pack for a friend, as a little gift. All right. This I need to cut to size, so we're going to cut here. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go across I'm going to fill my blank space here with this. I might actually I'm going to just slightly overlap so it feels a little more cohesive. No, I'm not. I like it down just appearing all below. I was gonna make it try to feel a little more cohesive together, but I just think it looks a little bit better filling it more evenly than to try to blend the designs together. All right. And now I'm just looking at my bottom here to see if I've got enough even white space here to make sure that's pretty straight, so we can still move it. I like it. Now, if you look at this, this could be the top. I could make this the top, or the bottom, I mean, or you could even make this to the side. Even though there's still stems, you can hardly see the stems anyway. You could put this any direction you really truly wanted with something like this. So I'm going to put mine on the bottom because I'm now going to make my greeting, and I'm going to throw my greeting right about like so. I wanted a kind of a larger greeting on this one just for scope, and I wanted something a little kind of fun and a little off kilter for size. So I'm gonna make, I wonder if I should just do, not digging that black on there, and I'm wondering if I should just blend some color on there. No, I'm gonna leave the black. It pops a little bit better. All right, we're gonna stamp my greeting on here. Okay? So I'm gonna throw that in the corner. We're gonna take my turnabout out. Now, again, like I said, I'm using the Dahlia Turnabout stamp set, Concord and 9th. And I'm going to use the Hello Friend out of here. Okay, so Hello Friend. And then I wanted to take the large butterfly off of this one because this one's too small and I didn't want to, I wanted more of an overlay. So I'm going to do the butterfly here first. I just want this kind of like one butterfly overhanging my panel here. Now I'm going to take the same colors that I just used, these four, and I'm actually going to do, I think I'm going to do blue and the lighter orange. So if I look at my card, I'm going to do this blue and this lighter orange together. Okay, so when I look at this, it's going to be this portion of my butterfly. I'm going to prime this just to make sure. Alright, I'm going to do my dark blue kind of in the middle. I'm going to ombre this just a little bit. Okay, then I just usually would take something to kind of dab that down. And then my light blue. Okay, and my light blue, we're going to ombre that right into that blue. And we got to go dark a little bit on this side. I kind of like to just dab that out so I don't have a harsh line. And stamp that ombre little butterfly like so. Oh, I like that a lot. I am debating, and I think I'm going to. Let me just see where my Hello Friend, because if I do black on this little body piece that comes here, so it's this little body piece right here. If I do that here in black, I don't want to lose my words. So let's see where I can lay out Hello Friend. Oh, I got room. I got plenty of room. Hello. And can I fit friend? Ooh, I could even just go like so. Turn. Yep, okay, I got room. I got room. I got room. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to throw this on a block actually. Let me just throw this on a block and just stamp this really quick. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. Easy peasy. Alright, now I'm just going to do my letters in black. So I want to do, hello friend, hello my little friend. And I'm not too worried about getting it too straight because I can, it's a circle, so I can just turn it to make this where I need it to be. I'm just making sure my hello and my friend are kind of straight this way. That way I can turn this whichever way I want. And I want to fill some of that white, I think, here and here. And I'm going to go one letter off. So I'm lining my H up with my R. So I'm about one letter off. Actually, I'm going to go just a tiny bit over. Nope, I'm going to go a little bit more this way. You know when you think you have it and then you try to go again and then it's off and you should have just left it? Yep, that's what I just did. Hello, friend. Okay, take this off. Let's just clean this clean. And I'm just going to do black. I'm just going to do simple black for my greeting. We'll just pick that up. Should have taped that down, but that's okay. That looks good there. Lost my magnet too. I've been just cleaning and organizing, and then I had a bunch of stuff all over from sets of cards I made, and then I'm missing my magnet. I'm missing some other stuff, but I'm hoping they turn up somewhere. I don't think I threw it. I'm usually pretty good at not throwing stuff away. All right, I'm gonna do that again. I just want that nice and good solid black. One more tiny little tap I think I'm going to do on that. Just a little tap. Alright, my hands are getting a little inky. Okay. Put your stuff away, Shawn, so you don't get things messy. Don't get things messy. Okay, let's glue this on to here. Like so. Put our panel on. Brand that little baby so people know where they got it from. And we'll glue my panel down. Just like so. Okay, this says summer, 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 and let's throw this up on some dimensionals. Give this a little bit of depth. Just like so. This is a big circle. We're going to throw one in the middle so that just doesn't kind of sag in the middle on me. I'm thinking one more thing maybe for some bling. I'm kind of thinking some sequence or something in there, but let me look. Hello, friend. Let's line that up nice and straight. I'm actually going to line this up in the middle of I'm going to put a little glue on here so I have some wiggle room before I throw this down. In the middle of my border, my hello and friend, I want above and below that, just for space and dimension on there. Gosh dang it, I like that. Hang on one quick second. I am going to grab some sequins. I might throw some sequins in the middle of these flowers and give it a little sparkle, and we'll call it good. So be right back. Okay, let's just take a look at some of my sparkle. Thick and sequence. That's what I got for blue. I don't want to go lighter or aqua-ish, and I might go bigger. Pink, or oh well, I got this. No, I want bright. We're gonna go maybe pink or yellow, blue and gold, or throw in these little pinkies. I don't really have a pink solid, so I might go the gold and orange, actually. Gold and orange, and we're going to use the biggies. Actually, those are smaller flowers. We're going to big, big, small, small, and we'll throw one pink on there. We'll throw the pink. All right, let's do this. All right. Okay, I had to find my my picker upper tool. So blue, I don't got no blue. We decided on gold, so we're just gonna throw a couple golds in here. So we're gonna go yellow gold here, yellow gold here. Boom, boom, boom. Like so. I wonder if I should throw there 2 and then 4, 5. I'm going to do that so it just looks like it was coming off the page. Because that gives me my odd, right? Okay. Gold and orange. Alright, 2 of these. So we got 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All on the top. We're going to leave those pinks and blues out. I think I am kind of stinking love in this card. I think this is going to make a great set for a friend as well. So this one's going to a friend, but I think I'm going to make my other... remember, I have this whole sheet left to make more. And I could make smaller strips and probably get 3, 4 more cards out of this. So I'll make, like I said, a 4 if I can squeeze it out of there. That is my card for today. Let's go back up to my face cam. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. I appreciate you being here today. Hopefully you are loving this cute little summer card. If you are new here to my channel, please hit that like, subscribe right up over here, and follow button, and follow me for my next video when they come out. I do Monday Moments where I share tips, tricks, and helpful hints every Monday. Every other Saturday, I got Scrappy Shorts where I'm just using up my scraps pieces of paper to make cards probably similar like this. I might have some scraps left from this card, so you never know. But thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all, and until next time, I will see you then.